Welcome to Senior Center at Castro today, and we will be doing some Qigong, some circles for the joints from T'ai Chi Chih, warm-ups, and also we will be doing some prep work, a little bit of prep work for the weight shift, taking us into T'ai Chi Chih, 19 movements and one pose. With gratitude today to Castro Senior Center in San Francisco. So here we begin with our Qigong practice. If you're on a stool and you have your water nearby, that works really well, or a chair, or you can stand, whatever is good for you. I'm bringing my hands out to the side, sitting on my stool. I'm right on the front of my stool so that my sits bones, which are right here, are right on the stool, which gives me my yoga support I need. And then I'm going to just tap my heels down here. This chair's, when I'm on the front of it, is perfect for me. And then bring my hands overhead for triple burner, which is a big inhale for us. And then a big, slow exhale down through 3 energy centers or dantians, the head, the heart and lungs, and the abdomen, slowly on the exhale. Inhale up through the nostrils, and the breath at the belly, expanding, exhaling down slowly through your nostrils and your belly. It all gets combined in Tai Chi Qigong. It's a soft breath. All the basic principles we have in Qigong apply to our Tai Chi Chih practice, which means joy and movement. So here, as we inhale, we're expanding up towards the sky on the inhale and exhaling down towards the earth, creating a sense of grounding through the earth. The most important part of our bodies being the feet, where most of our acupressure points are located there. So you can do this in a very lightweight shoe that doesn't have a huge amount of support on it, or you can do this in bare feet in your house. Because you want to feel every point of the foot when we get into our little bit of weight shifting. But here on a stool, you can feel the energy move towards the feet, even though you're not touching your feet. Inhale up and slowly come down. This is the triple burner. Very similar to the triple heater that we acknowledge at the end when we have our 6 healing sounds in Tai Chi Chih. 3 energy centers, head, heart and lungs, and abdomen that we're coming through with this long exhale. Lengthen through the spine. The spine is lifted as if by a string to your ceiling or to the sky on the inhale. On the exhale, you want to still feel the same beautiful length and alignment that you had on the inhale. So without dropping too much, you'll feel a little bit because there's no more air coming now soon when you move down through the dantian. You will drop a little bit. The idea is to keep the spine long from the crown of the head, the back of the skull, down to the Ming Men, which is your lower spine area. And this is our first warm-up. You can do this at the beginning of the day, triple burner. It's slow, continuous, circular, moves from the center of the body, and it has all the principles pretty much that we work for in Tai Chi Chih. So it's just a warm-up for that. One more. I love this one. Inhale towards the sky, exhale towards the ground in a circle. Beautiful. Our second basic warm-up for my classes is Buddha picks up the earth and sends the earth into the sky. So you start here with your fingertips above the shoulders this time. You inhale initially, then you exhale down towards the earth. Once again, it's just going to be a circle cut in the middle this time. Inhale up. Turn the palms over to send the world up into the sky. Buddha picks up the earth and sends it into the sky. Was Buddha an environmentalist? We'll pretend that he or she was. Inhale. Getting the earth more healthy as we make ourselves more healthy. What could be better than this? It's a dream and a wish, and it's wonderful. Inhale and send the earth up into the sky. Good. Our third basic warm-up is picking up a feather, lengthening through the spine. Feel the ribs on this side open up and extend, and exhale down. Then picking up the feather on this side, making sure you're grounded with your feet. Maybe look at it with your peripheral vision and let it go. And the other side. And let it go. The peripheral vision is really good. You need to be able to roll your eyes so that you can see better. And we'll just end this with a little yoga movement, which is for prayer. Think of someone you want to send energy to. You could start your prayer here and exhale it down. Or you could start your prayer outside here and inhale it, and then inhale it up. Open it out. Send it down. And maybe it's just to you. That's fine, because we always need to start with ourselves and then send the energy out. One more prayer. Beautiful. That's wonderful. Good. One more. Again, it's great. It's moved out into the universe now. And now we're going to bring our fingertips to inside of our shoulders here and circle elbows around. Forward, up, back and down. Now we're doing the circles of the joints. And one more that way. Now start from the back and move forward. This brings the chest into a caved in position, but it really, when you open up the chest again on the inhale, you can feel how beneficial that is. Open it up and inhale, expand the chest. And one more. And when you do that, especially if you go the opposite direction, the roll of the back, the roll of those shoulder blades down the back is what we really want. So this forward, up and back and down opens the chest. Good. Shake it out. Even in your chair, you can shake out. Don't fall off it. Use the balls of the feet to maybe run. That's good. All right. Now we're going to do a spinal twist since we're on our chairs today. Lengthen through the spine. Bring one hand over towards your right side. Inhale up. The hand on that side. And bring it down behind you. If you've got some way to hold on to your chair. And inhale here. You want to twist on the exhale. Looking to the back of your room. And then come back to center on the inhale. And bring that right hand over towards your left side and bring up your left arm. And look over the back of the chair or stool. And twist on your exhale and inhale to lengthen. So lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Come back to center. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. I want to work on just opening our arms out into a T. And then circling forward with the wrists and everything from the elbows to the wrists, and even from starting from the shoulder. The elbows seem like they're long and straight, but actually they're not locked. So if I locked, it would be really stopping the energy there. We want all our joints to be open. And then once you've done the forward circles, circle to the back. Good. We can also do head rolls seated, which I really love to do. So bringing your chin down to your chest, and you're going to roll your right ear towards your right shoulder and all the way around. And you might want to hold onto your chair here underneath so that you don't lift your shoulders. And bring the head to the other side so that this ear is over the shoulder. And in a circle, it's really almost oblong when you come over here, bring this ear to that shoulder and up to the top, and then to the other side. It's a little more than a circle, but as much as you can, feel the ear also come to the shoulder on that side. Good, and then take it the opposite direction in your oblong towards your left shoulder and around, maybe holding on to your stool or chair so the shoulders stay down and back. And this will be the last one. And just a note on that, if you do have trouble with your shoulders, you can always lift up here with the shoulders, use that as a girdle and back, and then do your circles. And that back there, when the head moves back, that permits support back there. So a lot of people have head injuries and neck injuries. This does help. And the basic message is modify anything for your body. Okay, so after that, I think that's pretty much it. I do want to do wrist circles. We can do that seated also. So elbows close to the body, but not locked into the body. Just isolate to the wrist. You really are not completely isolating. You can see my muscles are moving all the way up almost to the arm. To the top of the arm and the other way. But this is more of the kind of wrist circles we're apt to do in T'ai Chi Chih. Although when I'm doing circling in the taffies, I tend to use a little bigger circle so that I feel the sense of the wrists moving. But it's and it's circular, but it's using muscles all the way up to my elbows. So up to you. Everything's up to you. And let's see, we're going to stand now. We'll do a little bit of knocking at the gates, which is a typical warm up for Tai Chi Chuan. And I like to start it sort of with the concept of the spinal twist that we did. So when you move, you probably need to let go of this heel back here on this side if you're going to move this way. Any kind of way to comfortably do this so that the knee, the hip, and the ankle are always together. So I slide through this. So this is for your lower body, and you can feel you're tapping your buttocks back there. This is waking up the chi in your skin and fascia. And now bring it center, so right underneath your breasts area, and that brings it to the kidneys. See, I'm letting go of my left back foot. And I'm tapping my kidneys. So letting go of that foot allows for a comfortable twist here. It really is a spinal twist. It's just a little bit more aerobic than what we did before. Now bring it up to touch these acupressure points at your chest area. This is for the lungs. These are lung points. Good. Now there's really no way to get comfortably to our shoulder blade area as far as just tapping. But what we can do is bring one elbow underneath and massage with the lower underneath arm. So I'm going to rub into my shoulder blades here, the inside, releasing any tension in my neck area right here between the neck and the shoulder by massaging there. And then turn to bring the other elbow under and massage on the outside with the outside arm here. The other side, right into that place where we're apt to hold tension inside that shoulder blade area. Okay, and then the neck area right here. And you can also massage the collarbones all the way across from the sternum down over to this area here in little circles. This is, of course, above the breast, a little bit above the sternum area there, but it's in that same area that we need to let go of. All right, and let's shake it all out from the feet up. Start from your feet and shake it all up, letting all tension go from the body. So when we next move into hip circles, we're ready for that. Forward, side, back, side. And of course, it has 4 points. Forward, side, back, side. And I'm moving towards your left here. But now you can also just make it a circle. And this is for your lower back and the connection to your hips. So you might want to place your hands right on your hips to remind yourself to extend through the chest area while you do this. And then take it the opposite way. To the right and around. Left, forward, right, back. And then make a circle out of it. And make sure that you're feeling lots of space there between your upper body and the hips. Okay, very nice. Let's bring the hands out and up for a moment. And exhale slowly down to ground. Inhale again and come up. And exhale slowly to ground. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, let's stand for a moment in mountain pose. This is from both Qigong and from yoga. Stand like a mountain and just begin to breathe slowly. You might want to close your eyes for about 30 seconds. Inhale from the feet all the way up through the whole spine. And exhale all the way down from the top of the head down, through the nose, through the mouth, through the heart and lungs, through the belly, through the feet, and up the spine. Inhale up through the heels, the buttocks, the low, mid, upper spine, and feel the crown of the head at the back of the skull. Standing like a mountain. Become aware how, as you inhale and expand the belly, and you exhale and bring that energy back towards the Ming Men or the lower spine, you're making a connection we call the energy sea or ocean. Expand the belly and contract it with your abdominal muscles with help towards the lower spine. Once again. Yeah, when you learn to contract your abs, that's when you really are able to do the exhale to the Ning Men. Okay, so I think that's it. And yeah, I think we're really good. We did all of the things I wanted to do today. So we're now going to move towards T'ai Chi Chih. 19 movements and 1 pose. Rocking motion. Coming forward to the balls of the feet, releasing the heels, moving back away from me to lift the toes. So feel that forward, back, up and down weight shift. In the middle, there's just a little drop of the knees right here. Whether you're going forward or whether you're going back. That's it. So I should see you moving forward towards me now and back away from me now. Excellent. This is a real test of our balance in many ways. So as you move forward, the heels lift. As you move back, the toes lift. So you're intentionally making yourself into a rocking chair. This move can be done 9, 27, or any multiples of 9, 36, etc. It's a warm up for the whole body because of those acupressure points in your feet. And now add your very important infinity symbol. It's a figure 8. Feel it? Now we do the bottom of the 8 as the fingertips come up and around. We come up, and here we do the top of that 8. In the middle, you're just bringing the inhale through the whole body. And as you turn the palms around, you're bringing the exhale back towards the heels. And the toes rise. In general, in Qigong practices, of which Tai Chi Chih is one, as well as being a Tai Chi practice, when you move forward like this, move the hands moving towards heaven, that would be the inhale. As they move towards earth, that's the honoring the exhale. So that's in your figure 8. It's a beautiful recycling move. Last one of rocking motion. Sink the energy through the earth. Prepare the feet in a V. Where bird flaps its wings, our second body warm-up. You'll sink on the exhale as you lift the palms like this. As you inhale, you'll be rising. Sinking and rising, very important part of all Qigong practices. Bird flaps its wings, feet in a V. And on the third exhale and drop, you'll be making a wrist circle forward. Inhaling back to a full standing position. Feel the strength of those inhales and exhales. Here's the second one. Bird flaps its wings. Number 2. And number 3, bird flaps its wings. Everything's in 9s. That is the noble Chinese number, actually. Numerologically, it's very important. Inhale back to stand. And then ground it through the earth. Inhale towards your heart. Turn the palms over to ground it into the earth again. And now preparing for our first forward back weight shift, bring your feet out enough that you feel the toes out of this way a little bit and the heels directly underneath your hips. And now shift. It's called the rider on horse position from Qigong. So you're going to shift over towards your right to bring the left forward. And out of this will come our first forward back weight shift, which is around the platter. And you're in chest high water. So that means when the fingers move around, they stay on the top of whatever that water is, which is coming up to about your chest. And breathe in as you move out. And right about here in the center of that front circle, start exhaling out. Inhale. Exhale the energy towards the back foot. The front leg will bend, and as you move the energy back, finally, the toe will lift in front. With the effect of grounding in the back. And the last one will be the 9th, which is right here. Around the platter, bring your left leg back, rider on horse position once more. Inhale to ground it through the earth. Shift towards your left side, this way. And release your right heel. Straight leg in front, slightly bent leg in back. Shouldn't be any more bent than that because you want to be able to see that the knee doesn't surpass the end of the big toe. So it's not ever a big bend, it's just a softening of the knee. And now we move on the other side. Around the platter on your right side. 9 times. And it's as slow as your shift. So you might want to feel a glide through here. And then a lift to the back heel. A glide through there, and then a lift to the back front toe. So move towards me now as we inhale together. And away from me as we exhale. And that works pretty well on Zoom. Good. That way we're feeling our shift together. There's nothing like doing this practice in community. It's just your chi becomes much stronger when you are working with other people. It's really great. And don't you feel yourself gliding through the middle now? I do, because we're doing this together. And last one. Good. Bring that front foot back, which is your right foot. Inhale here and sink it through the earth. Slightly bend the knees. When you bend them, make sure that you can still see your big toe end. Good. Now we're going to shift over towards your right. Still in that rider on horse position, but this leg will pull in so that it's just going to have the shift right out from this hip, but space is still between your heels. You don't want to surpass there, because if you do, you won't have any balance. So you want some balance by space. All right, this is around the platter variation. Pick up the ball of energy on your left side, right over that left foot. Inhaling it. And then releasing it, center of the circle, right opposite your heart and lungs. Beautiful. And everything that matters has a certain amount of technique to it. We need to feel like we keep our alignment, our breath connected to our movement, our sense of the energy C, and our sense of letting go, because this is truly a moving meditation practice. 3 more. Last one. Return the foot to center. Inhale and exhale. Shift towards your left so that this leg becomes yin, and then it can drop forward. Around the platter variation. The ball of energy now is right opposite that right shoulder, coming forward to me and then sinking back with that circle. Inhaling there and then releasing right opposite your heart and lungs. Beautiful. I love the way we're doing this forward back weight shift now. I can feel yours with mine. Come forward to me and then come back. 3 more. Last one. Beautiful. Really nice. Inhale and sink it through the earth. Let's double ground it because we finished our right side. But that way, bringing it to our heart, we acknowledge that we've completed the practice of that particular move. As we move subtly towards your right and prepare for bass drum next. When I first learned this, we talked about feeling the velvet of the rim of the drum. Because sometimes if you have a metaphor that's physical, it really helps people feel the chi here in the fingers. And the palms are in polarity as they come around that rim. Also notice how the elbows start to come back because you are the drum, essentially. The energy is moving through you in a circle. As you inhale through this rim in front, and as you exhale to send it back towards the back foot. And let's do one more really slowly to feel this move. And at home, when you're practicing, you can always do things that slowly. Even if you just do 5 moves a day, it circulates the energy in the body. And now shifting towards your left to bring the right heel forward for bass drum. Last one now. Bring that right foot back in. Come back to your fairly wide stance here, not too wide, and then sink it through the earth. A couple times. Sometimes you have so much chi, you really actually need to shake it out. So I do this sometimes, just release. Because we carry around a lot of stuff with us, right, all day long. So this is one way you can release that when you're moving this slowly. Okay, now we're going to come back, ground it. And we move next into daughter on the mountaintop, daughter in the valley. So I've already shifted towards my right. I'm going to release my left. The daughter comes up. The palms cross right in the center body, right in the central meridian, with the left hand close to each one of our hearts. And the outside hand is someone else that you love. But you always start with yourself first. It's the first rule of meditation, that we're finding our heart and centering our focus on our mind. And breathing into it. With a soft breathing practice. Using the energy C on the inhale to expand the belly, and the exhale to move the energy towards the low back. Last one on your left. Draw the leg back in. Single grounding between sides. Shift it over towards your left. Open the palms. Release the right leg forward, just the heel. And then shift into it as you come up the mountain. And go down through the center of it. And your own left hand will still be close to the heart, because this is your heart meditation. The Taoists, for thousands of years, created this for health. And these ideas also came from India, from the caves of India, all the way through the trade routes to China. The idea being that we start with our heart, And then we move out into the community and our loved ones, but our own heart is first. So the left hand still stays close to the heart on the other side. Two more. Of daughter on the mountaintop, and you can feel the mountains on each side here. And this is almost like a central trail. Bring in that foot. Inhale to release all that energy down. And we probably should double ground it because it's pretty much energetic here. We're moving slowly to deal with the energy, but we've got a lot of chi moving today. A lot of energy, just like the prana in yoga. It's the same thing, just done so differently, so beautifully here. And this is daughter in the valley. You start with your palms up on top of those mountains, and now you're going to come down and through the valley with an inhale here. Coming towards me with the inhale and away with me from me on your exhale. Grounding slowly, and now release the heel when you get forward enough, and then release the toe when you get back far enough. It happens automatically, but being aware of it helps you glide in the middle. Daughter in the valley. This is maximum polarity of the palms here as you come up, when you come up, and then you release the energy over the mountains as you come back. Let's do one more here. Beautiful. Release that foot back. Shift over towards your left. Palms are up to start with. Make sure the shoulders aren't too high here, so let them go. Release your right foot, and then inhale here slowly, right through the valley. Feel that back leg straighten as you come forward towards me, and then feel it bend as you move back. Good. Maybe I said the front leg, I meant the back leg. So here the front leg is bent, and now it's going to straighten. Now the back leg is going to bend as you come forward. Straighten as you come forward. And it's going to bend as you come back, right? Yeah, because it's the way the legs work. Yeah, beautiful. When you get the right speed on this, you really automatically glide. And last one on your right side. Bring the leg back in and double ground it. That was daughter in the mountaintop and the daughter in the valley. Daughter on the mountaintop and daughter in the valley. We're moving towards parasympathetic nervous system here once we get to this point in the practice. Sometimes hard to remember where you are, so that's why I double ground on my right side. All right, now we're going to move into our next wonderful side-to-side move, which is carry the ball to the side. Coming over here, a fairly wide rider on horse position with the feet out like this. I'm going to inhale here, pick up my ball of energy. Yan leg here, nearer the wall, and yin leg out here, straight leg, bent leg. Straight leg is the behind leg, we sometimes call it. All right, here we go. We're going to shift over 3 times. It's a 3 times 3 move. Keep your alignment on this, even though you're going to inhale here to extend the spine, and here you're going to drop down, the knees bend slightly. Now wind up in that position. Keep the tailbone in. Release the heel out, straight leg. And now move towards it and bend that leg. It just automatically happens as you shift. Bring in the foot. Inhale to extend the spine. Exhale, you're still extended, but you've just released the knees a little bit. Carry the ball to the side. And one more. I'm just going as far as I can go here. One more. 1, 2, 3. Bring the foot in, and we're going to go back that way now 3 times. Pick up the ball. You let the yin leg out here, it's straight. Now shift and notice how it bends. Not a lot, but enough so that you're able to shift the weight over to here, extend the spine, lengthen. Inhale, sink, wind up. And this is your second carry. Bring in the outside foot. Sink. One more now. This is our 3 times 3. And we'll go back now. Picking up the ball, releasing the heels, yin leg, yan leg over here. The yin leg becomes yan. The yan leg becomes yin. Ever changing. Notice how your wrists have gotten really soft and your fingers. And between your fingers, you can also feel the chi. They automatically kind of separate a little bit. They want to get more. And sink it into the earth. Beautiful. Our next 2 moves are push, pull, and pulling in the energy. So we start where, make sure you're not near any furniture here. And you're going to prepare the palms to move from the heel of the hand will move forward and down. Then the fingertips move up because you're making a circle. And then right here, you turn the palms back towards you, inhaling. And you start that movement again. And this is really beautiful circularity here, called push-pull. So here you inhale, here you begin to exhale. You carry the exhale through to here, and then you inhale back to the heart. Okay, push-pull. Left heel comes forward. Inhale back. 2 more. Last one. Draw the foot back in. Inhale to release the energy into the ground. Shift towards your left. Release your right heel forward and prepare for push-pull on your right side. Notice how your back foot is at a 45-degree angle to the front leg. Notice the circularity of this. How you're moving from the center. How you're inhaling back towards your heart. Push, pull on your right side. Sometimes called giving energy. And returning it back comes to you. The gift of the giver returns to the giver, to your heart. Two more. Last one. Inhale and release. Double ground it. We now move to our next move, pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe through the fingertips. I've shifted towards my right leg. I'm releasing my left or your left. Inhale here. These palms are upside down now. Notice how they're pulling in energy from the sky. On the inhale, the energy is coming from the farthest star in the universe in terms of this moving meditation practice. And this is a gift of the imagination. It's a visualization within this moving meditation. The only one marked that way specifically, that you take that energy through the fingertips, bring it back to your body from the most distant star, whatever that is in your solar system. Coming forward towards me and back towards your back wall. The palms are in a circle that returns to your heart and then keeps moving back towards the star. Last one on this side, and we'll bring it in here and do a single grounding. As we shift towards the left to release the right leg. Pull in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. Shifting forward with an inhale and back with an exhale towards that back foot. Last one on your right. Inhale the foot back. Double ground this move. And just feel the sense of the ground here in your palms. Our next moves are very energetic. And so I want to take some moment here to just take a couple sips of water and then we'll go on. You need to hydrate to keep your body moving with the air and the hydration that's needed to do this practice. So I will join you with a little bit of water here for a second here. The taffies are next. Basic taffy. Bring your right hand under the left elbow. Bring out your right heel and pull the taffy between the palms. There's energy moving through there. It's very soft energy, but there is a sense of moving through heavy air. We're moving so slowly that you can feel that the hand that's underneath is moving up away from that elbow, and the hand that was above the elbow is moving down to support the back leg. These coincidences are amazing in some ways. It's a certain kind of support that one hand gives the leg that needs it here, the back leg. It's the yang hand against the yin leg. And of course, we just switch back and forth. Moving to the right hand's under. This is also called the invite hand, inviting you to that side. And then when it's underneath here with your left hand, then it's inviting you towards the left. An easy to remember way of what hand goes underneath. Whatever didn't go underneath the last time. Since we only have two, that's not too hard, but I still sometimes forget what I'm doing because your mind is in parasympathetic nervous place where you're not as fully aware as you would be without this much qi moving through all your veins and all your cells. Thousands of cells are getting this qi. That's why it is proven that this is really good for your left and right hemispheres of the brain. Because your mind has to think through all this, even when it's a little bit in a daze. Your blood pressure goes down, your heart rate stabilizes. You're not thinking of much else but doing this and putting it together, mind, body, and spirit. Emotionally, it's great for us. And last one of basic taffy. Sink it through the earth. Let's double ground it. The double grounding allows us to rest. Let all that energy go on your slow exhale, allowing for relaxation response. Our next move is one of the first 3 variations, and this one is anchor taffy. You'll anchor your right foot on the ground. It won't move until you do the side-to-side shift. But first you move forward with taffy. And then you open the hips, inhale, sink, and move towards your left with the left hand as the invite hand. Beautiful. Now the other leg takes over and the leg and back stays grounded. It's the anchor, like the anchor on a boat, and you are the boat. Sink it. And send yourself towards this side with your right hand underneath. Ground it. Opposite. Right foot forward, right hand underneath. Square the hips, sink. Right hand under, side to side weight shift. Basic taffy. Returns. Two more. And last one. We always want to be able to return home to whatever that home is at the present. And so we're returning back to our sign here and sinking it into the earth. Double ground it. That was our first variation of basic taffy, anchor taffy. And now give yourself space because we're moving into circles taffy. Sinking and rising, the first 2, and then the third one will be we wind up and then we do basic. Sinking and rising with circles taffy. And you'll move to your left first, to your right hand. Your left hand will be under. There's your basic coming back. Pull it in. Inhale to sink. Inhale again. Right hand under. Pulling it to the side. Inhale and then sink. Of course, that's an exhale. And now inhale and prepare for the second one or the third one. And the last one here. Inhale that leg and double ground it. Perpetual motion taffy is next. Give yourself even more space. With heel step. Notice how your left hand always starts first. When you lift the heel over here, you're going to flex the foot and then release the energy down through that foot. And then when you get through that foot, then you lift the other heel. Very good for balance here. This has this heel, it's called a heel step when we lift that heel and then drop it. Perpetual motion taffy you can do, I do sometimes 12 times. It's so wonderful. It's the last of the taffies. It's the third variation, but it's so good for balance. So here you're fully balancing on this foot and you're releasing the opposite one, your yin leg. Wait till the leg becomes yin on the other side and then you lift that heel. When it straightens, it's yin. Yeah. It's yin and then you lift it up and bring the weight back over there. It's sort of like a horse saying, wait for me. Okay, last one. Perpetual motion taffy comes to a beautiful conclusion here of all our taffies. Basic taffy plus 3 variations. Let's just even ground it one more time here, bringing it up, way up here for a second, and then exhaling it down. And if you like that and it feels good for your body, you can bring it up all the way, look up, slight back bend of the upper spine, only the upper spine. Bring in your belly when you do this and exhale down slowly. All right. Our next move is working the pulley. Your left hand will be coming from the heart forward. You'll be making a circle that turns and then comes forward again and turns. The palm comes under here and goes forward. So feel that motion. And the other hand will be, as this hand moves forward, the other hand will be doing the opposite direction. So you don't have to bring it very high, but you're going to bring it under the hip and then forward. Okay. Left foot forward, left hand, working the pulley, and it's a cross-body move. So you'll need to swivel probably. I'm swiveling, I'm not outside. Outside, I like to swivel on mud. It's fun. But here, I'm swiveling on a little bit of carpet here. It's harder to do on, unless you have really good wood floors. Or linoleum works with bare feet sometimes. So I'm swiveling on my front heel and I'm swiveling on my back ball of the foot and the toes. As I move back, I swivel on the front heel. As I move forward, I swivel on the front of the foot and back. And that has to be practiced. You have to figure this out. It's tricky. One more here. Working the pulley on your left side. Inhale and shift it through the earth. Bring your left hand under the hip here to prepare the right hand from here and the right heel out in front. And it's a cross body move. So we can do this shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, I touch your shoulder and you touch mine. Moving forward. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, it's very sweet. Yes, it's amazing what we can do on Zoom. Lovely. Two more. Last one. Return the foot. Inhale to release down. Sink your movements into the earth. Working the pulley has come to a graceful conclusion, and we're moving now into light at the top of the head, light at the temple. Sinking and rising, feet in a V. Palms come up and they make a circle here. This is the symbol of the Tao. It's a circle. Sink and rise. And let your light go. Here's your inhale. Here's your exhale. And on the third one, you'll turn the palms down to have them move towards earth on the exhale. And then bring them back up through the central meridian with your left hand close to the heart. Sink them down through that meridian. And back up to your temples. Light at the temple. The temple is all your thoughts, your speech, and your action. Your inventiveness and your connection between both hemispheres. Sink and rise. Feet in a V. Feel the energy, just hold it there. Feel it between your fingers and your palms, even though we're crossing both hemispheres of the brain. Yeah. And now circle it forward 6 to 9 times. Hold it, inhale it, and sink and rise it. Letting it go. Into the earth. And inhale it back to your heart with your left hand. Feel that full inhale. Sink it down very slowly. We're moving into joyous breath. Feet are still in a V. They're a little bit more separated here. Exhaling everything out. Inhale first. And then come to the balls of the feet on the inhale. And sink it out 4 times, perhaps just blowing out. Make it joyous. It's a happy movement. Maybe smile. Last one. Make some noise. Sink it slowly into the earth to let it go. As we move into passing clouds, where we stay centered while the clouds move around us. and everything changes. Your feet are in a big V now. You might feel that you actually can brush the elbow on one side if one side seems to be a forward shift and the other one back. It's side-to-side shift, but it all depends on the practitioner, but it's something nice about brushing your elbows. And literally, there's the mirror hand on top, where we could look at the mirror and follow ourselves through it. That's an option outside. I love to do that. But in a room, this is very centering to just look forward while that mirror hand passes. And we don't have to even follow that. We're just staying focused in our moving meditation while the clouds pass. Last one. Return to center, slowly exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We come now to 6 healing sounds. Ho for the heart. Hu for the spleen. Su for the liver. Sh for the lungs. Shi for the triple heater. And Chui for the kidneys. Your left hand, your left foot. Last one, 5 chewies. Turn the palms upside down, heel step. Mixing the energy of yin and yang, bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone. Coming into cosmic consciousness pose, where we bring in the circle of the whole world with our left hand close to the heart, elbows out there, lengthen through the crown of the head, send the energy down through the whole spine to the feet, and just breathe. Looking over the window of eternity and through the fingers, that window. Interlocking the thumbs, the fingers, bringing them overhead. In gratitude, looking up. Over 5,000 years of Qigong. 6 centuries of Tai Chi Chuan. And the work of Wen Shan Wang, the teacher of Justin Stone. And Justin Stone, my teacher. Justin Stone composed this together with the help of Wen Shan Wang. 1974, T'ai Chi Chih. Thank you all for your practice today.